So guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So as I said, the last few days we've been talking about martial arts, so mixed martial arts, so amateur martial arts, which is going to be this weekend. Friday, Saturday and Sunday, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd of July. We're going to have the English Mixed Martial Arts Association down at the Fit Expo in Liverpool. Now, anybody that wants to head down or is going to be in Liverpool, make sure you do get tickets directly through the English EMMAA.org. Get your tickets directly from them. We'll obviously explain about the pay-per-view details, obviously, at the end of the show. And it's going to be historic. I mean, Mark Goddard and Dan Hardy's already been tweeting a lot about this, saying that it's going to be the first time we're going to have an amateur event like this, where we're going to have a Four Nations event. So it's going to be Team England, Team Wales, Team Ireland, and obviously Team Scotland, who are definitely coming down to bring some scalps back from the event this weekend. So it's going to be awesome. I mean, we've already seen the lineup for Team Scotland, and the Team Scotland lineup looks absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we're talking about the best amateurs coming out of Scotland at the moment at different weight levels. So it's going to be brilliant to see these kids going down there and just putting on an absolute show. So obviously my next guest needs no introduction, really. Do you know what I mean? Sean Clancy Jr. I mean, this guy's he's been out there kicking ass left, right and centre all over the place. He's definitely probably the best talent that we've got coming out of Scotland, and has been coming out of Scotland for a while. There's a lot of great guys in Scotland, but Sean Clancy is definitely one of the top guys out there. He's a double champ, so obviously Evolution of Combat and Battle Arena champion. And yeah, I mean, it's been an absolute joy to watch Sean. I'm meant to be not biased when it comes to obviously having favourite fighters and stuff like that, but this guy, as I said, he shines every time he steps in the cage. So listen, Sean, absolute pleasure to have you on, buddy.
Pleasure mine, mate. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on, mate. It's always a joy, as I said, watching you and obviously speaking to you as well. So, because obviously I mean, your style is, do you know what I mean, the pressure, do you know what I mean, you're strong, you're technical, do you know what I mean, mature as well. I mean, see, because obviously a lot of young people, as you know, can be a little bit, not immature, but not a lot of experience, whereas when you step in, I mean, the experience shows for you, and the reason for that is because you've been doing it since you were fucking 3-year-old or something. So
I've done it forever. I think one of the reasons I'm so excited to watch is because I have there's a fun in there. To be honest, I absolutely love it. So yeah. I think that kind of shows when I'm fighting.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason I've been realising that more and more. I think I just have more fun than other people.
Yeah. One thing as well, I mean, I notice, and again, I've seen you a few times, is there's no fear. Absolutely no fear at all. I mean, you step in there. I know there's probably some nerves, right? But when you step in there, I'd say there's no nerves shown, and we see it in your opponents. Yeah.
When I'm in the fight, there's none. Nah.
Yeah.
But before it and stuff like that, anybody who says they don't get nerves and stuff like that, it's just a liar. They're either a liar or a weirdo. And I'm a weirdo as well. But a different type of weirdo. Probably doesn't belong in there. So the nerves definitely helped me. I kind of started to grow to like them. They're like I don't know, it's like a superpower. That's the way I started to kind of see it. I feel like I get it. It means more to me. So I think that's the way I started looking at it, and it's definitely changed my outlook on things. When I'm in there and I can see the other guy, he seems scared. There's a difference between nerves and being scared. And I can see fear in people when you look at them.
We do see that. I mean, anytime you step in against someone, the German, and they do have that fear, because obviously they're coming in against you. And as I say, I mean, you're anybody that watches your videos, anybody that watches your fight videos, can see, do you know what I mean, how good you are. Do you know what I mean? So when anybody steps in, they're like, shit. And we've had it before where people have said, do you want to fight against Sean Clancy? And people have knocked it back. Or I think somebody asked for a picture, said, can you send a picture of him over? And they sent a picture of you over, and the person, as soon as they see the picture, of that, I'm the one to fight him. And you're like, what? It's a fucking name. Do you know what I mean? Just go out and do it. So
hundreds of fakes in this.
Yeah. And then, what about you then? Obviously training then. So obviously you're training all the time. I mean, if you're not in the gym, because obviously I know that you didn't make it to the gym. Was it this week or last week? But you were still obviously
training.
I
was training just as much. There was I was training just as much. So I did make it to the gym. It just wasn't the structure that I normally have.
Yeah.
But I actually think I preferred doing it that way anyway, so it was fine. It didn't bother me at all. It's actually probably helped if anything, just because it was different. So I never took me out of my comfort zone. I don't even know how to. It was definitely beneficial. I know that, for lack of a better phrase, it was beneficial.
Yeah. So saw you hitting pads with Logan and stuff like that. So
whenever I'm back here, I've still got Logan and stuff like that. So I'm holding pads and all that. So it doesn't. I've got a pad holding and stuff like that. And worst comes to worst, I ask James what he's going to be doing at the class, and then I'll just do that here. So I'm never away from powerlifting.
Yeah. One thing as well, I mean, again, I've spoke to a lot of guys over the last few days, and we talk about motivation, right? Because obviously being a young guy, I mean, you know yourself, obviously you'll have pals out there, and what they're out doing is they're out bevying, or, do you know what I mean, they're out chasing women, or fucking doing whatever they're doing. They're not really thinking about training, or they're not training. So how do you, as a young guy, keep motivated to keep training?
Actually, Mark Ewan said something to me a wee while ago that was actually stuck with me. Motivation comes and goes. It's your drive that keeps you being able to do things like that. So when you can't be bothered whether or not you're still doing it, motivation is going to be there sometimes. It's not going to be there other times. It's whether or not you can constantly train like you're motivated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's always, I've always been disciplined. It's something that's probably half genetic and half just how I've been brought up. My dad's brought me up doing this forever. So discipline's never been an issue. I'm always disciplined. I'm always in shape year round. I'm always training. I'm always ready for a fight. It's just
that's one thing as well, when people come into this, whereas you were born to do this shit. Do you know what I mean? So, and I always talk about your dad. Your dad was saying, obviously, how he got you started as early as possible, hitting pads, and just being around the gym and being around, obviously, fighters and all these people. So, so it's one thing that you were born. It's the Clancy name. Do you know what I mean? I always talk about the Clancy army. Do you know what I mean? So that Clancy name is like for fighting is definitely a brilliant thing.
Aye, 100%, 100%. And there's going to be, it's going to just keep getting more noise behind it as well.
Yeah. We see it with you, and then we've got Logan out there, obviously looking to do his thing. Stephen's out there running riot at the moment as well. And we always see pictures. There's more Clancy's coming behind you guys as well. So there's even more. And always, again, when I'm talking to your dad, he talks about how many Clancy's are going to be coming through over the years, and you're like, oh my God. So, so there's a big family.
Definitely. That's the good part about it. I think that might be one of the reasons that we're so good as well, because there's always that competitiveness. Because obviously Logan's not even a year younger than me. Logan's less than a year younger than me, so we've always been competitive in that way. So raising that kind of environment definitely helps as well.
Nah, definitely. I'd say a great family. So looking forward to seeing Logan and obviously Stephen obviously coming out and doing their thing as well. I see we see Stephen at the moment, obviously kickboxing, jiu-jitsu and so on, and he looks like he's having a ball as well. Again, 15-year-old, I think he is. So but he's got the same no fear. He goes in and he'll always come up to me after. Did you see my match? And I'm like, yeah, I saw little bits of it. So
he's got a completely different kind of aura to him compared to like the rest of us. Like just different kind of, I don't know. Obviously, different person and stuff like that. I don't know, just different kind of upbringings, I suppose. But he's definitely strange as well.
And then, what about this weekend then? So obviously the EMMAA, so English Mixed Martial Arts Association. How did you find out then that you were going to be a part of the show?
I found out ages ago that it was happening, and I feel like I was just kind of like, right, well, I'm in it. They hadn't actually put my name down or nothing like that. I was just like, well, if anybody's going to get it, it's going to be me. So I've been training since before my last couple of fights. I've known that the EMMAAs were coming up, so I was like, right, okay, I'm going to be in the EMMAAs. I was supposed to fight in the juniors, but that fell through for whatever reason. And then they put me up into the adults, so now I'm fighting the adults.
Nice. It's a huge platform as well. I mean, I know that you've already made a name for yourself in the amateur world, so everybody knows who you are. But again, this platform is going to take you even further than where you are at the moment.
Aye, I'm excited for that because there's a couple of good names on it that I'm going to take. So
yeah,
I'm quite excited for that.
It's going to be a good weekend. You know when you're fighting, you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Obviously everything changes all the time. I don't know when I'm fighting. I don't know anything like that. I'm just going to show up and then punch somebody in the face really hard.
Yeah. I love that. I absolutely love that. So, I mean, either way, makes no difference. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. I mean, you're going to be ready for whatever they put in front of you.
Exactly. I'm not too fussed in that regard. I'm just I'm just seething to get in there.
Yeah. Who's heading down with you? The whole family?
There's a couple of people heading down from that obviously aren't fighting. So my dad's coming, Logan's coming. Don't know what's happening. I don't think Stephen's coming. I'm not sure though. I think he was in the fence. I think he's got stuff to do. My missus is coming. Hannah, my mum, Chris. My mum and Chris haven't. My stepdad, Chris, sorry. They haven't told me if there's other people coming or not. I think there might be, but I'm not sure if they are.
That's what I love about
Liverpool, so she's coming as well.
Yeah, that's what I love about obviously watching you, because obviously I'll be outside and then the next minute a big bus pulls up, right? And we see it at like the Maryhill Community Hall. So I'll be standing outside chatting to people, and then next minute a bus will come up and people just start piling off the bus. Do you know what I mean?
And one collar in the side of the room, I know.
Yeah, and it's always your people. They always come out well represented. They always come out to support you, and you've got a massive support. So and it sounds like a lot of people. Yeah, sounds like a lot of people are coming into Liverpool to see you. Do you know what I mean? So,
there's a couple anyway. Yeah. It's good. I've never been in I have been in a card, but it was a wee while ago where like lots of my teammates are fighting, but I'm really excited for that as well. Normally I'll be like on the card myself. For the last one I wasn't, Dylan was on that, and that was probably the most fun I've had in a fight, like leading up to a fight. So
yeah. It's going to be good as well. Obviously, you've got a half a dozen of you guys from higher level heading down. So obviously yourself, Paul, Lewis, we have Coonley, Logan, and Big Gio. Yeah, big Gio. I was talking to him, and obviously Gio, we know Gio's an absolute lovely guy, really nice guy. I remember saying to him, like, Gio, how are you going to the switch? Because obviously you know yourself. Do you know what I mean? As soon as you step in, there's that switch in mentality from the moment you're walking out. Do you know what I mean? I was a nice guy. Now I'm coming in to kill someone, right? So
just talking to him and stuff like that. Obviously, I've spent a wee bit of time with him and stuff like that. You can tell he's got a wee bit of a dark side to him. A couple of people have said that, but that's probably one of the main reasons. Obviously, other than the obvious, the guy's the biggest guy on the planet. Other than that, he's got a bit of a dark side to him, so I'm quite excited to see that.
It's going to be a great debut. Definitely a highly anticipated debut. So, who are you looking forward to seeing then? Obviously, everybody out of Team Scotland, apart from obviously Big Gio.
Higher level. That's. I'm not actually too sure who else from Team Scotland's fighting. Anybody who's fighting higher level, fuck them. I don't know who else. So. It's only really higher level that I know. The people from higher level that I know are fighting.
No, definitely. So, and then obviously we know, after this, then we're going to see what's happening. I know James obviously has a lot to do with your matchmaking and stuff like that, and setting things up for you. So we'll definitely find out after this what's going to happen. But I mean, mate, you're going to. I love watching you.
Thank you.
You're definitely one of my favourite people, and do you know what I mean? It's always a joy to see you going out there and doing your thing. And as I said, even as a young guy, do you know what I mean? And having that much experience, double champ. Do you know what I mean? Going in there, confidence will be absolutely sky high. It always was. Do you know what I mean? It's like your confidence was always sky high, even before you started fighting. Do you know what I mean?
It's just the kind of person I was. When it comes to fighting, there's nothing like I'm there's nobody more confident than me when it comes to fighting. I'm just day-to-day life, different thing. Fighting is my thing. So
yeah. Nah, it's going to be a joy to see you this weekend. And then, final thing for you then, Sean. So obviously, again, I mean, we know who you thank, but anybody you want to shout out to, so the usual friends, family members, teammates, things like that.
Yeah, I'm going to give my dad a special shout out now because he's been jumping over hurdles helping me for this fight. So before I shout anybody out, I'm shouting at my dad. He's been unreal this training camp.
Yeah. Definitely. Dad's an awesome guy.
That in the comments and stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah, your dad's awesome. Do you know what I mean? I talk back and forward. He messages me all the time, and we talk back and forward. We used to. Well, I didn't know him, but he used to be on the doors at a club I used to go to when I was younger as well. So we kind of obviously crossed each other's paths, said hello and stuff like that. But then we got chatting about it, and so we're reminiscing about old times. So, but he's an awesome guy, really, really nice guy, great guy to have in your corner. And a fantastic marketer as well.
Aye, that's one of the main things. Like, if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be able to just like focus on training. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So The other people I'm going to thank, because obviously I'm not going to put in the comments. I'm going to put all my sponsors in the comments and stuff like that, just so that I don't leave anybody out, because I know what I'm like. Well, it's not for like a lack of like feeling. What's the word? Grateful. It's just my head's just so. I want to thank Higher Level, of course, James Dillon, my wizard, best gym in the world. I want to thank Hannah, Mum, Chris, all my family members, and everybody who's dealt with my shit in this training camp again, because I'm a crappy bastard.
Yeah. Nah, listen, it's going to be brilliant. I'll have it on pay-per-view. I know I'll be up at the AGP competition up in Montrose this weekend that Dale Middleton's putting on, so I'll have it on pay-per-view Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I'll be able to see it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm definitely looking out for obviously your fights. As I say, your fights are one of the ones, apart from obviously Big Gio as well. Your fights are definitely the ones I'm looking forward to seeing. So I know you're going to go out there and, do you know what I mean, do your thing, come back victorious as always.
I'm telling you that. The other boys are going to be great. They've been performing fantastically in the gym. I'm really excited to see everybody perform, to be honest.
No, definitely. It's going to be a great weekend. A great weekend for obviously Team Scotland. So there we go, guys. We're going to have Sean Clancy Jr., Higher Level, heading down to the English Mixed Martial Arts Association this weekend. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1st, 2nd and 3rd of July. Again, anybody looking for tickets, head over to the English EMMAA.org and you'll be able to get your tickets directly from there. And anybody that can't make the event, there is, as I said, pay-per-view available. So head over to Live MMA. Now it's £12.99, which for 3 full days is an unbelievable price. I mean, we've seen, Sean will say as well, we've seen pay-per-views like 15 quid, a tenner and stuff like that. So £12.99 is an absolute bargain. Plus, you're going to get to see some of the best amateurs from all over the 4 nations are going to be descending on Liverpool this weekend. So make sure you do keep an eye out for this and get that pay-per-view booked. So yeah, listen, Sean, absolute pleasure as always, buddy.
Thank you very much. Pleasure's mine. Appreciate it, my man.
No, that's fair. Listen, I'll catch up as well. Obviously, I'm talking about my son, so we'll definitely get a catch up. And I know your dad was saying, we'll share driving duties and stuff like that. So
he's not even told me any of this.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. He messages me back and forward. So we'll get a catch up. But listen, enjoy this weekend. Go out there, have fun like you normally do, mate. And we'll see you soon, buddy. All right.
See you soon, my man. Appreciate it.
Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye.